Hello, my name is Father Andrew Apostoli. I've been involved working with the cause of canonization for Archbishop Fulton J. Sheen for over 10 years now. And I believe that if the Church, if it's God's will, first of all, and the Church approves of his canonization, that Archbishop Sheen would have much to contribute to the Church as a model, of living the Catholic faith, promoting Christian values in the world. One of the things that he certainly was a defender of truth. He used to say, the truth is the truth, even if nobody believes it, and error is error, even if everybody believes it. And so he was a man committed to the truth. He knew the difference between the importance of truth in itself, because truth is really what God sees. What God reveals to us is truth. What we are in the sight of God is the truth about ourselves. If we distort that truth, we try to propose other things than what God has intended for the world, for mankind, okay, then we would be introducing error. And of course, that's what happened to our first parents when the devil deceived them and told them that they could disobey God's command not to eat of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and that in fact, if they did so, they would become as gods. Well, that was the first distortion. That was the first, you might say, malformation of what truth is. Truth, again, is what God sees, and we are truthful if we do what God wants us to do. And Bishop Sheen used to say that it was important to promote the truth. He said, if you don't live what you believe, you're going to end up believing what you live. So many people live that way today in society. The things that they want, they begin to convince themselves are good things. And it's so easy to do that. It's much easier to go downhill than it is to go uphill, because in going downhill, you go with the current, you go with the pull of gravity. But if you go uphill, you've got to go against it. Bishop Sheen used to say, he said, it takes a live body to swim against the current. He said, dead bodies float downstream. And so we have to be ready to resist the current of sin and deception that is so prevalent in our society today, false values that go contrary to the gospel. At the same time, the bishop used to say that if you want people to remain the way they are, tell them what they want to hear. On the other hand, he said, if you want people to become better, tell them what they need to hear. Don't parents follow that rule when they correct their children? If their children are doing something wrong, the child wants to do what they're doing. If it's wrong, they want to do that, but they're corrected because the parents want them to do what is right. See, so the child can grow to do the right things. And we too need to hear the truth. The Church proclaims that truth to us, even though it's in conflict with so many other alternate voices and distorting messages and values in the world today. We must adhere to the truth. And Bishop Sheen was one who was faithful, defending the truth. Again, the truth is the truth, even if nobody believes it. He was willing to proclaim it because he was committed to that truth. So let us be committed to the truth of our faith, and let us do what we can to promote the possible canonization of this great servant of God. I think that the world would be a better place. When he was on television, approximately 25 to 30 million people watched him on a Tuesday night from 8 o'clock to 8:30. That is a staggering number of people. And of the three major religions in the United States, Catholics, Protestants, and Jewish people, the highest percentage that watched him was Jewish. The second highest percentage was Protestant. Catholics were third. And I was telling that to a television producer, and when he heard that statistic, he was quite surprised. First of all, he was surprised to hear how many people watched Bishop Sheen on a Tuesday night. Then he was surprised about the religious breakdown that I just gave you. And he said, how do you account for that? And I said to him, because Bishop Sheen told them the truth, and they trusted him for it. They were better off. God love you.